My name is Philbert Lewis from the cultural village of Chantimel. And I have been involved in farming many years, over 40 years. I first started in the area of cash crops, mainly around the house. And in 2003, when I prepared my retirement plan, I decided to get involved in other aspects of agriculture, mainly nutmegs and bananas. And that is where I ventured into that new area. I must say that it was not an easy road. I could recall after purchasing the land in 2003 and spent so much to cultivate it, there came Mr. Ivan, and the land was flattened. So I had to dip into my savings without assistance from any organization, any individual, dip into my savings and resuscitated the lands. And then 6 months later came Emily, and the same thing happened. Again, I was not disdaunted, invested again. And the plots started bearing very well. I then went into a second piece of land. At that point, I was up to 7 acres and doing my cultivation. And later, 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, Beryl, the same thing happened again. But I will say thanks to the government of Grenada, I got some subsidy. I think I got $9,000. It was not totally enough, but it helped in the resuscitation of the land. And today what you're seeing here, I'm very proud of what I'm doing, assisting in the food security for the nation. And when I was invited to participate in the competition, this was my second participation. The first time I entered into the competition, I came second in the medium farm section. And this time, I got a prize for Farmer of the Year 2025. It means that I did very well. Secondly, I also got a prize for, I think third prize it is, for innovation. In the area of innovation, I feel look, if you point the camera to this area here, you will see some bright colored strings. This is what I use to identify my young trees in the field. So when the guys are weed it in or so, it would not be destroyed. Farming, if you expect to be a millionaire, don't enter into this type of farming. Maybe some area might be good, but nutmeg, the price, we know the prices fluctuate. And sometimes you get a very good crop, sometimes you don't get a very good crop. But I love it, and I will continue to do it, maybe until I cannot do it again. Yes, you could get into it, but be cautious. Ensure that you have other stream of income. Because even with bananas, this area here, most of it were bananas. And because of the black cickatoka disease, my field went right down. And I had to replant and replant and replant. But with good practices, farming practices, you could still make it, but don't expect to be a millionaire overnight. I have been, for the past 20 years, I have not seen the level of progress which we have been talking about. Because for many years we have been talking about stopping ship the nutmegs in Crocker's bag, and maybe we can process it and send it out. We have made little progress, but not sufficient. And if we can do that, we can cooperate with some person or organization who have the know-how, let's do it so that all farmers can benefit. Because if you look at it now, the average age of farmers, talking about maybe in the 60s. And we are not prepared because our grandchildren and children are not prepared to get into the farming in the type of way that we have been doing it. So we have to make it sexy, make the farming sexy. Encourage them to come in. If we have to still depend on this brick back with the fork, and young people would not get into it. So we have to devise some means to make it easier. And I know it's difficult to get machinery in this type of area. But I think just as how we sit and we plan, let's sit and plan. We might be able to get the young people to be attractive and get into it.